how is the first thing that we see this week from Noi and Steve is Noi trying to judge Steve for having a stuffed animal from when he was a little kid. Like, how dare you keep any sort of positive memory from your childhood? Like, how dare you have had a good childhood that you're proud to share with everybody? Like, how dare you, Steve? Like, what kind of person would ever keep a childhood memento with them throughout their entire life? Well, we'll never know. We'll never know. I'm just very over Noi this season, and from my last few reviews, you might kind of get that. I'm not here to get down with anything that Noi's selling. But I will get down with Steve's music career, and especially how much his mom was into listening to Steve's song from when he was a kid, Get Down. I love that scene. I'm sure that the editors were having the greatest time of their lives, cutting to the shots of Steve's mom lip syncing, Get Down, Get Down. I loved it. We're definitely going to need Steve to make a music video for that song. The sooner, the better. Noi is obviously tougher than Steve and more grown up than Steve because of how she grew up, but yet can't seem to manage to have a real conversation and doesn't want to live with her husband. Am I missing something here? Like, am I missing something about all this growing up that Noi has done and how much better she is than Steve? Like, did I miss something? Really enjoyed that dance class, and like maybe that should be the inspiration for the music video for Get Down. And really liked how Noi takes Steve to this dance class, and then Steve does better at dancing than Noi. And then we apparently learn that Noi mainly expresses herself through dance. So I'm expecting them to have a few dance arguments before the end of the season. Noi is claiming that she's holding on to her independence, or wanting to hold on to her independence. And I'm kind of getting that is the opposite of what a marriage is. Like, when you get married, it's that you're foregoing that independence to live your life with somebody else. Like, that is kind of the whole thing. That is like the entirety of what a marriage is. Now, that doesn't mean that you are no longer allowed to do things by yourself, but you should at least be living with your spouse or with your partner, and not be worried about losing your independence and being able to live your own independent life. Noi is kind of blaming her behavior on her past, which is understandable. There are things from your past that will shape you, things from your past that you'll carry with you through your entire life, but she's doing nothing to make changes moving forward. Like, if you have a big issue from your past, that's okay. But if it's holding you back from certain things, you need to try and learn to make changes to grow as a person, and especially grow in any sort of relationship that you have. And I really, really do not feel Noi is doing that in any way, shape, or form this season. Her only hint at growth this entire episode was her letter to her younger self. But, as soon as that letter ends, all of that just kind of seems to vanish into the background. She has like one moment of clarity and then goes back to being that same Noi we've seen the past few episodes. Kind of seems like Noi has very fixed gender roles in her mind. You know, she was talking about her mom coming home from work with blood on her face because she had worked so hard. And that's something that really bothered Noi. And Noi, she more sees things as herself being the stay-at-home mom to raise the kids, while Steve is supposed to make the money and just live somewhere else. Noi, Steve didn't feel like you were walking away in all of those arguments. You literally walked away. That wasn't a feeling that Steve had. It's a thing that literally happened. Not figuratively, literally. And then we got to the part where Dr. Pepper tells them that she doesn't live with her husband. She's been married 16 years and they don't live together. Like, what? How can you be a relationship expert and not even live with your partner? And all of a sudden now Noi is justified in not wanting to live with Steve. Like, I really wish that Dr. Pepper hadn't opened up with that little tidbit, because like she validated Noi in her ridiculous opinion. You know, she tried to backtrack a little bit and say like, oh, in my marriage where we raise kids, we live together. But too little, too late. Noi is now been validated and will put her foot down on not wanting to live with her husband. The message of like Noi doing her way in the marriage, the message of doing your marriage your own way was great, but we all know that Noi is going to take that as she can get and do whatever she wants. Looking forward to a very, very terrible ending for over the last week of their marriage. Fully expecting a divorce on decision day. Anything else would be an absolute travesty in my opinion. And the sooner Steve can move on with his life, the better. Definitely been picking sides in a lot of these couples this season, and I feel like I picked pretty good. So everybody, that is going to be it for this week. We're done with Noi, and the sooner she gets off our screens, the better. So as always, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we'll see you later.